Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another pre-market watch list here today inside the boiler room. Happy to have you guys on. Thank you guys once again for tuning in. So today there is one good penny stock, that is VTGN, and then there's a lot of other stocks that we'll be trading. A lot of which are gap downs today, it seems like, in a few gap ups. So maybe something will change here in a little bit, but so far what we got seems to be a pretty good list of stocks that we could trade today. So definitely going to be taking a look at those here. So hopefully everybody had a good trading day yesterday. I did myself, finished out the day yesterday up $1,200. So yesterday was pretty good. Day before that was 500. So able to make about 2,000 these past 2 days. So pretty happy about that. What's going on, Mr. Corna, Orlando? Good to see you in here, brother, as always. So it is Memorial Day weekend. So hopefully all of you guys are going to have a good weekend and have some plans in place, maybe going to the lake, hanging out with the family. Do remember that the market will be closed on Monday, so we won't have a live stream. And we all get to take the day off Monday. So that's another good thing. It's always fun to have a little bit of a break. All right, so let's go ahead, get to sharing the screen. Release the Kraken, baby. So actually, right, so this shirt you're seeing, Release the Kraken. So my cousin, or third cousin, he owns, and my father, they own a promotional marketing company. We do a lot of jobs for different liquor companies and liquor brands like Bud Light, Proximo, and things like that. And we always got free swag. So I have a ton of different liquor shirts. Though I don't even drink Kraken, I wear the shirt all the time. So anywho, let's get to sharing the screen here. This one right here. Okay, that's the one. All right, guys. So here we are. We'll just start here with the first one on the screen. This is VTGN. This is a stock that's starting to run up today. Now, apparently there's some news that they got like a patent for their osteoarthritis treatment or something like that. So it does have some good news. So you guys can watch this one today. It is VTGN. Something to note is that 180 is a previous resistance point from this pop. So back in like the beginning of January, it ran all the way up to about 180. And right now, that's exactly where the price is at. So it's kind of got some resistance right at 180. So that's kind of the line in the sand for right now for VTGN that needs to get through. As you can see, it popped to 182, came down, popped again to 182, and now it's pulling back again. So that's kind of the level we're watching for today for an entry, is maybe a breakout or a pop above 180 to get long on that. All right, so that's kind of where VTGN stands for right now. All right. Also note that it is Friday. So on Fridays, you can see sell-offs on stocks and you can see short squeezes on stocks. Some people don't want to hold positions overnight, and some people want to sell off before the weekend. Short sellers want to cover up. So Fridays can always be a little awkward. Okay, just note that. All right, so on to the next one is Foot Locker. FL had a massive gap up here from 47 to 53. So this thing is up about $6-7 a share currently. Right now, it's seeing a bit of pre-market resistance right at about 53, 54. So that's kind of the next key level, is the 53, 65, and 54 level for right now. It is at a new, it looks like it's at a 52-week high. Yeah, so it's into a new 52-week high. All right, so it's definitely going to be hitting some resistance right at about 54 or 55. So if this thing does flip long and continue up today, don't be surprised to see it have some resistance right at about the $55 mark. Now, if it wants to come down, the first level I would look to short to would be about 52.50, right? So let's say it doesn't break through 53.65, or it can't get above 54 and it starts rolling over. The first level I would look to exit if I were to get short would probably be around this 52.50, as it's a previous pivot point from right there. So if you go from there and then you go across, that's exactly where, if it were to maybe pop up and then roll over, it would probably bounce right on that level right there. So that's kind of the level I'm watching for. So I could be looking for something like this to happen where it, you know, like say like it's just traveling around, and then all of a sudden the bell rings and it pops up, and maybe it fumbles around 54 and then it starts rolling over. If I were to get short somewhere around here, my target would be right there off that level. Okay. But this could, it did have apparently some good earnings, so it could run up. Now, there's some other things in there in the headlines as well. So do watch Foot Locker both long over the 53.65 and over 54 with maybe a move up to 55. And if it can't do that, then I'll be looking to short it today. Okay, that's the first one. Next one on the list is GPS. We'll see what this one looks like. So GPS, all right. GPS looks like it had, you know, their earnings report today, and it's come down, right? So far what we do know is that it has kind of, you know, started kind of just trickling up again, kind of moving back up. Not a whole lot of volume yet, but what I would like to see is maybe this squeeze up out of the gates. And if it does, I would say it might be able to go long up to this this previous high pre-market, this one right here. So if it were to go long today, I think we could get up towards that level. But the first initial target would be the purple line right here. So this would be my first initial target, is that purple line. And you see how it's starting to come down, down, down. So that's probably the level that we'll be watching there for the first kind of long and then short. Because what would most likely happen, right? Let's say, and I'll draw this out. All right, let me extend this purple line, right? So this purple line's going like this. So this is the 200 moving average, this purple line. All right. And this 200 moving average can act up as a really strong resistance. So if for whatever reason the price action does pop up out of the gates, it might pop right to this purple line and then just get hammered back down. So there's two ways I'm thinking about playing this. Is if it goes long out of the gates, and for whatever reason, let's say I do get in long, I would first look to get in long and then sell right at this purple line if it sees resistance. If it doesn't and it breaks through, then my target would be right about, oop, that didn't work out well now, did it? It would be this yellow line, all right? But realistically, I think what would probably happen is we'd see it pop up, hit this purple line, and then I would get short. If you look at the yearly chart, it is at a 52-week low, it looks like. Or no, it's not. That doesn't make any sense. Where is it at? 30, 35. So right. So it's like right in this area. All right. So 28 would be a good support level. So if it does drop that far today down to 28, we'd probably start seeing it bounce around 28 or somewhere in this 29.30 level. Okay. So next one on the list is ADSK. So ADSK, here we go. Go into here. Pretty big gap down, nothing too big, but from about 138 down to 131. As you can see, it's kind of trickled back up again. This is the same exact game plan as I would have for GPS, right? So if you're going to play this, I would actually maybe look to watch and see if it goes long initially out of the gates with the first target of 133.33, and then the second target would be, or actually this is probably the third target would be the 135 level. 135 would act up as a big resistance. So first level would be this one right here. So this would be my first target sell if I was long, 1, and then this purple line would be number 2, and then this one up here would be number 3. Those would be all the target levels, okay? And then also, if it does pop up to this, you can maybe get short off number 1 if it doesn't break. If it goes up to number 2, you could get short there if it doesn't break. And if it goes up to number 3, you could also get short there if it doesn't break. Okay. I'll take a look at CRSP here in just a second. Another one on the list was NTNX. So NTNX had earnings today. They gapped down, then they trickled all the way back up, and now it's seeing resistance right at its closing price from yesterday. So I'm not thinking long bias on NTNX. I'm thinking short off of this 55.20 level, or maybe it pops to 56 and then short off that level. That's just about it. Watch and see if it doesn't break 55.20, I'm going to get short. All right. Next one on the list is ROST. So ROST, very similar. They gapped on this morning from 82 to 76, lost about $6 a share. It's trickling back up. I think this is the same thing. You might be able to see it go long and pop up to like $80, somewhere in that area. And then what would we do? We'd look to get short. Watch it pop up, hit that level, and go short on that. Okay. Those are all the three, or not three, but all the stocks. So to name them off: Foot Locker, FL, VTGN, GPS, ADSK, and ROST, and NTNX. Okay. So those are all the stocks that I'm particularly interested in watching today. All right, so those are all the stocks I'm particularly interested in watching today. For those of you guys on Zoom, I apologize. I forgot to unmute the mic. It's unmuted now, so we'll take a step back when I get back on, and we'll kind of run through those again. All right, so I'm going to take a look here at SBOT for you guys. So SBOT had a nice little pop and run yesterday, then it faded out. There might be a little bit of a short squeeze on it today, but most likely SBOT's pretty much done. Not going to be focused on that. If you got caught holding the bag, I apologize, but you might as well get out as soon as you can on a pop and then just be done with that. CRSP. Oop. CRSP. Yep, CRSP closed yesterday with a red doji at the top of an uptrend. So you're most likely going to be seeing a red day on CRSP today. Maybe a little bit of a sell-off. No guarantee, but I would expect there to be a little bit of a sell-off on CRSP just based on the chart. You can see it's a little extended, has a red candle here. Red doji, maybe a pullback down closer to 65. That's possible. But I would expect a red day on CRSP today. EVFM, I looked at it earlier, but there's no volume. Wouldn't trade that. APTO, no volume, wouldn't trade that. MYO, no volume, would not trade that. RDVT, no volume, would not trade that. NAK, no volume, wouldn't trade that. TMUS, better volume. So it's got this sideways consolidation. Some would argue that this might be a bear flag. It's really not that clean. I don't think there's going to be much of a significant move on this today. I mean, if you look at the way it trades, it's kind of choppy. But there's really no clear patterns here. There's no clear anything. So in my opinion, because if you look, right, for the past couple days, right, or past couple weeks, it's just been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So that creates a lot of, you know, hard to read charting. So I wouldn't mess with that for right now. I would say, though, it probably has a little bit more upside potential than downside because it is close to a support level. So, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it might be okay. HTBX. HTBX doesn't trade all that great a volume. I probably would not trade that. Day trade. Whenever I say it's too low a volume to trade, that's in reference to day trading. Most of them you can always swing trade, but for day trading purposes, nah. Let's see. HDSN. HDSN had a nice move yesterday, holding its highs. This might not actually be bad today. It's already gapping up. So yeah, you might want to watch HDSN long. Not bad. I'll look at VTGN again. So yeah, VTGN still holding up. Keep that on watch today. AKER too low on volume. Wouldn't really trade that. BSTI doesn't trade all that much volume. Wouldn't trade that. BVUS though. Oh no, wrong one. Never mind. Again, doesn't trade all that much volume. It looks like this trades okay volume, but the float's so big that it doesn't really make any significant moves. So I would not be day trading that. CHCI. You could watch CHCI. CHCI might squeeze. All right. So if a lot of short sellers piled in yesterday here at the highs, we might see some short sellers get squeezed out. So CHCI is on watch for a short squeeze day just in case. Okay. ZOES, ZOES had a major gap down today. So ZOES is on watch, but on the back burner. It dropped quite a bit. I just don't know if today it's going to have enough volume in the stock to make any real significant moves. There might be some small plays, but this is on the back burner. It is a nice gap down. I'm just not sure if this stock's going to just have enough volume to see any significant moves. But I mean, a key level to mark off would be the $10 level. $10 is going to be a major support area, most likely. I wouldn't be surprised to see it bounce off $10. DWT moving up here this morning, moving up on low volume. So I wouldn't necessarily day trade it, but this could be good for swing trade opportunities. But I can tell you right now it's extended, or maybe not. Oh, this is that. Yeah, this is an inverse leverage ETN. So I don't know enough about this ETN to really speak fully on it. What first got me into trading? Well, I had always done investing when I was young. Actually, I'll answer that question a little bit here. What time is it? 8:49. I'm going to look at a few more stocks and then we'll talk about that. Shannon, ZOES is on the watch. ZOES is on watch here today. Again, I just stated I don't think it has enough volume to make super significant moves. I could be wrong, but we're going to watch that $10 area, see if $10 holds support. It should. $10 is a huge psychological area. CPE gap down today. Pretty good volume on the stock. Got a pre-market support built up at 1180. So that's kind of your key level. It's right now it's in a channel. It's in a channel from 1216 to 1170 area, 1170, 1180. So I don't follow this one either, but 1170, 1180, 1180. Yeah, I think it's got a pretty good support system built right around 1180. SPY for the short today. Let's see. Oh. No, not necessarily. Just based off the way this pre-market trading chart looks like, you're most likely going to see the market squeeze out of the gates. Yeah, watch the market long initially. I think we're going to see it go long initially out of the gates, and then it might roll over. So long initially on the SPY. BILI, didn't that one had a good day yesterday, then faded out. I would not be watching BILI long. It had a pop and run yesterday, and it crashed by the end of the day. So I don't think that's going long. Baba is on a short watch. You can see Baba as it moved up like this, dumped, peaked, dumped, and now it's rolling over like, oh, that's a bad drawing. Let me do that again. So Baba up, peak, pop up again, lower high, goes up, rolls over. So chances are BABA that direction today. That's the direction I see on BABA there. Okay. So let's see. MU, let me take a look at MU real fast. MU, I'd watch short bias today. MU, again, is one of those stocks that's been grinding up for quite some time. If you look, it's right at the 52-week high area. So I'd be watching MU short today, especially if the market goes red. We could see this drop out some more. Before I would get short on MU, I'd like to see MU squeeze up and then go down. Okay. So that's all I have for you guys here today. So I hope that the watch list helps you guys kind of understand maybe some of the stocks I'll be trading, why I trade them the way I trade them, things like that. Looking to have another green day. Well, if the day is green, that'll be 3 green days in a row after a couple red days. So I need it, honestly. So first things, so what got me into trading? Somebody asked me that question. So what actually got me into trading? Well, when I was, and I've told this to a lot of other people, when I was 18, my dad taught me the rule of 72, basically how to become a millionaire in your lifetime, even if you worked at McDonald's, which I'll also be doing a video about. Ideally, almost everybody on this planet that has a minimum wage job can retire as a millionaire if they do it correctly. Might be a little bit harder, but you can. But he taught me the rule of 72, taught me about investing and why it's important to save money, why it's important to pick good retirement funds, how to pick good retirement funds, what you look for, things like that. That sparked my interest in investing. So since the day 18, all I did was start saving and investing and saving and investing. And then that trickled into looking at trading. And then it just the ball just kept rolling from there. And now here I am years down the road, and all I do is trade stocks every single day. That's how it started. My dad, he taught me the rule of 72, which I'll also be doing a video on. And it's not a gimmick. It's not a scam. It's not a joke. It's actually realistic. Well, some of it. Some of it's hypothetical. Some of it's realistic. But at the end of the day, if I'll make this YouTube video, and if you follow what I say in this YouTube video, depending on your age too, chances are you're going to retire a millionaire. Okay. So, seriously, in some of these coming videos, I will literally teach. For any of you guys that tune into my stream, if you guys are 18, 20, 24, 30, somewhere around my age, that video is going to be extremely helpful to you because it's literally going to show you how to become a millionaire through investing. So when I was going to college, I don't go to college anymore because to be honest, my current income, I don't necessarily even need to go to college. My current income level is greater than probably 75% of all the kids graduating college. Can't say for sure, but I would believe so. Now, I was going to college to get a business degree. I was going to do major in finance and a major in economics. Those are going to be my 2 majors. Major is finance, major economics. Didn't get far enough. I still have a lot of college credits. I could always go back if I want to, but at my current position in my life, I don't necessarily need to. So anywho, that's kind of where we're at. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Please do give me a like, thumbs up, and share the video if you think anybody else would find this video useful. And then I will see you guys not Monday, but I'll see you on Tuesday for the next live stream. So everybody take care, have a good day, and I will see you come Tuesday.